Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel for another video on Legend of Mushroom. Today we are talking about the next event coming tomorrow, bringing two new items to the game, a new artifact and a new back accessory. Both are doing something, let's say, a little bit different than usual. This is why we are going to discuss about that in this video, but right before getting into the content guys, I need to talk quickly about Aptoide. If you don't know what is Aptoide, basically that's the equivalent of the Play Store and the App Store, but they are taking less fees at the end and they are giving you some cashback after every purchase. If you want to start getting some cashback, you just need to download the game and play the game through the Aptoide store. You have a link in the description of all my videos. So basically, if I want to purchase that pack, I need to spend 110 euros. You have that new interface showing you the price of the pack on the left, you have the payment methods on the right, and you have the cashback, the total cashback you will have after purchasing that pack here. All right, so you can see that it is written that I'm using the code legend. This is my own promo code written on the right of the screen of all my videos. Just need to type the code here, then submit. You have that green thing here showing you that the promo code is enabled, and then you have 5% extra cashback on the total price. All right, don't forget to log in here before doing anything else. You need to use your Google account. Alright guys, it is time to talk about the events. So this is the event, the Castle of Wonder. Same structure as always, you will find the same events inside. You have a ranking in which you are getting a new avatar frame if you're at the top, a new redstone selection one, and some Scarada passes and stuff like that. Then you have a new battle pass in which you are getting some currencies to participate in the lucky event. And in this rotation now, we are getting some items to summon some more guardians or for changing their stats with the raw modeling system. So this is what we are getting in the battle pass here. Pretty interesting for the guardians. Then we find the shop as always, in which you can purchase some currencies to participate in the lucky event. You have the artifacts and you have the back accessory here, and you have a star to upgrade the mount of your choice by 1 star only. That's super expensive, and generally in these events I recommend to take the hammers first, or if you need a crazy amount of hammers to get another level on your artifact, I recommend to take the souls. Then this is the lucky event. Same principle as always. You have the limited rewards with the guarantee here. You have more probabilities to obtain the items before the artifact. You have only one chance on 1000 to get the artifact, and most of the time you are getting to the guarantee if you want to obtain it. So good luck to everyone on that event here if you are pushing for the artifact. Wish you have it within a few draws only. If you have it done with less than 300 draws, send me a picture on Discord. I want to publish that. This is insane if it happens. By the way, these are the returning items during the event. So if you have a crazy luck or if you have a crazy amount of money to spend, you have 2 great artifacts to get on the second guarantee. The first one is the Pixel Sword. Great mostly or almost only for the Warbringer class. This is the main item I have been using for ages now on my Warbringer, and it can deal crazy damage versus tanky classes in front. That is the best artifact for that class, alright? Then you have the Castle Candelabrum. That artifact is great if you want to push more PvE. You are getting insane heals if you are also using the Tiger back accessory with that artifact here in battle. It works only in PvE, so don't count on that for PvP. But you receive a lot of heals, you have a lot of attack, and you can push more higher the campaign, the dungeons and stuff like that. So that is an amazing artifact to have. Then as always, you will find the shop in which you can purchase some currencies to participate in the event. Better takes the small ones first because they are less expensive, and then you are adjusting, you are doing whatever you want. Then you will have that minigame here. This is the only minigame we have in that event. It's a kind of brick. I think that the original game is called like that in English. I'm not sure about it. Whatever. Basically, you have a ball and you need to make it bounce on that platform here and avoid making the ball falling, otherwise you are gonna lose, and you need to break everything you have on the screen. You will have different effects on the ball and just need to use that to deal with the different stages. Basically, you will have some rewards at the end, and that is all. Then you have that event, the Wind of Mischief, in which you are getting some cards to flip daily, and by flipping an entire line or a column or the diagonal here, you will have the corresponding reward. and then some selection packs, as in most events as well. So you can select the 2 rewards you want. You can have a lot of rewards inside. I don't know if we can call that rewards. You need to pay, so this is not rewards, but purchases? I don't know. Let me know what you think about that in the comment below, but this is called reward. This is weird to me. And now it is time to talk about the 2 new items, guys. So the first one, the artifact called the Spear of Creation. During the battle, you switch between 4 different elements every 2 seconds. The first element triggered in battle is the fire one. Basic attacks have a 40% chance to deal 2% of the target's current HP in damage, ignoring the damage immunity for 4 seconds. Then you switch to the water element. You heal 8% max HP and increase your defense by 32% for 4 seconds. Then you switch to the thunder element. You reduce all active skill cooldowns by 1 second and increase your attack speed and power attack speed by 24% for 4 seconds. And finally, the wind element. You reduce all enemies' movement speed, attack speed, energy regen speed, and power attack speed by 20%, and these effects cannot be cleansed. All of that during 4 seconds. So now, what do I think about that artifact? Basically, I think that this will fit better on an archer class, because the faster you will attack in battle, the more the damage you will deal with the fire elements on the target, and you get more attack speed during the thunder elements. So one more time, it is better for an archer class. You can reduce the energy regen speed of the target and the movement speed as well, and you can use that with the back accessory that is reducing the heals and the regen of the target based on their movement speed. That might be very, very efficient to beat tanky players with that artifact and the back accessory I was mentioning. So I think that this is going to be better with the archer class, and that it will fit only that class, but I can be wrong. So let me know what you think about that in the comment below. Then let's talk about the back accessory called Song of Frost and Flame. So basically, if you know the universe of Game of Thrones, you have the Song of Ice and Fire, and this back accessory is called the Song of Frost and Flame. Just changed a few words. Maybe for the SEO or something like that. I don't know. These are strategies that small studios are doing to have more visibility on internet, whatever. This back accessory every 11 seconds will deal some AoE skill damage, current combo damage, and current counter AoE damage that can crit with additional effects. You have the Flame Sword and you have the Frost Sword. The Flame Sword cleanses the character's debuffs and increases the pierce by 320 until the battle ends, stacking up to 6 times. Versus a Martial Sage or another tanky class, it can be very interesting because the more the pierce you have, the more you ignore the damage resistances of the target. The 320 basically is 3.2% of counter damage resistance, skill damage resistance and stuff like that ignored. So this is very interesting. Then the Frost Sword reduces the target's movement speed, attack speed, energy regen speed, and power attack speed by 20%. It cannot be cleansed, and that's for 4 seconds. I think that this back accessory can be very interesting one more time to try to beat the Martial Sages or any other tank class, because over time you are getting more pierce, you're ignoring most of the damage resistance of the target, and you are dealing some damage that can crit over time, so it can be very interesting. Let me know one more time what you think about that in the comments. So guys, that was all I had to say about these events. Let me know what you think about that. Have a really nice day, take care, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.